YouTube, what's happening? It is Thursday, August 29th, and as you can see, we only got, what, 11 games to talk about today? That's okay, because a little break is needed after this week. It's been a little rough for me. Hey, I went 3-10 yesterday. It happens. You're not going to win every day. I mean, hopefully you don't lose every day either. So, hey, whatever. This is fun. It's betting. I did see some plays. I tailed a few. One of the best ones I tailed was a Shohei to get a steal. And not only did he get one, he got two on top of a home run. Dude had himself a game. At least he did his job because no one else seemed to. Of the 10 losses, I think 4 or 5 of them were hooked by 0.5. Beautiful. Love to see that. So that was literally the swing between 3-10 and like 8-4. So whatever. That was Wednesday. We're done with that. New slate. We focus on the future. We got 11 games. Let's jump into that first one right now. First game, we got the Angels in Detroit. Detroit's a -160 favorite. 9 is your total. Let's pop over and look at the weather. It's supposed to be pretty good. Wind, not really a deal. 75 degrees. Perfect day outside. Looking a little deeper, we see 58% Nerfy. Angels have lost 7. Detroit has won 6. Two teams going in the complete opposite direction. Probably taking Detroit money line because you can see the Angels offense is atrocious still. The game was only 3-2 yesterday and Detroit still won. That's all they needed because 2.0, $1.51 for Angels, Detroit 5 and 253. Yeah, advantage Detroit easily in that one. Pitching today, we got JK going out there. I'm not going to try to say his name. Look at that. You try to say it. Hell, try to spell it without looking at it. I bet you can't. So yeah, so you can see he's not been bad, but he does give up a lot of hits, which is that's concerning. Little 7-7-6-7-7. That's, I mean, come on. Montero is going out there for Detroit. I mean, yeah, nothing really much to say about it. Let's go to props. Let's start with JK because one of the things I like to see is the history. Let's go. Boom, done. Detroit versus righties. I mean, much to be desired, but this is for the whole season, and you see Detroit's doing much better right now. Parker's only 219. That's notable because he is on the bats as the only one doing anything right now. So, I mean, dude is on fire right now for Detroit. So, let's go back. I'll probably take Parker again because why not? If he keeps hitting, he's hit 5 in a row now. We'll see if he hits 6. So, we'll take the trends. Hits 5.5 is your number, and he has gone over that every game this year. All 5 games. So for this one, I am taking JK over 5.5 hits allowed, and I'm taking Parker over 1.5 HRR, just because I like them both. I'm taking them both because, yeah, he's on fire. You can see the numbers. JK is doing this. Let's see strikeouts. No, he doesn't strike out much. Earned runs. He may give up hits, but he's good at getting out of the jams, though, so I can give him that. So outs have gone up too. The more you pitch, the more chance you can give up hits. I will take it. Montero, what you got for us, buddy? Nothing against righties. Just as bad. Just as bad. Just not good. Let's see. Hits. Yeah, I don't trust you against the Angels offense at all. I mean, you might let the Angels get some hits. That's what I worry about you. I just don't feel it. I'm not feeling it. Here's some more. Nothing. Torkelson's 4 out of 5 recently. So is Carpenter, but I'm going to rock with Parker. I'm riding with Meadows. So I'm going to take JK over 5.5 hits allowed, Parker over 1.5 HRR, and I'm putting Detroit in the money line next game. All right, next up, we got Texas, Chicago. Texas is -250, 8.5 is your total. Let's look at the weather. We see wind blowing in 8s, pretty good, 79, can't complain, good stuff. Chicago's lost 6, Texas won 2, 49% Nerfy. 3 and 240 for Texas. That's 25th and 18th. Chicago 2.3, 225. That's 28th and 23rd. Texas is slightly better in both, but I mean, look, they're still not good numbers. I mean, this is just a not good game. I haven't bet any of the games so far because they're all trash. That's what they are. So, pitchers we can look a little closer at. It's going to be Evaldi versus Nastrini. Let me open them up. Here we go. Evaldi first. Bang. He's been giving up runs. He's going to give up at least 3 runs, most likely, based on the trend that he's been doing. And then we got Nastrini coming in, who, we look at his game log, hasn't pitched since June, so he's been a minor, so you can see there. So we don't know what we're going to get from him. It's his first game in damn near 3 months, so yeah, take that what you will. So let's go to props. Nastrini history, there is none against Texas, obviously. Texas versus righties, we got a lot of 2s. Nothing really stands out in this one. Nothing at all. A lot of mid 2s. For Nastrini, we have outs in case. Okay, let's see, outs. We don't. It's his first game since June 8th. We don't know what he's gonna do. And strikeouts, I mean, he got 5. They're just throwing numbers out there to get you money. That's all they're doing. Leave his props alone. No. Evaldi, we at least know some history on Evaldi a little bit so we can look. Lopez is 467 and 15 at bats for Chicago. What? And then Robert Louis, 2 home runs, 8 at bats, 375. That's a fun one maybe for a home run play. Maybe if you're inclined to take those. Lopez, are you over here? No, you're not. Man, if you were, I might take off Chicago White Sox bat. That'd be hilarious. Okay, but you're not. Okay, and against righties, Chicago's just not good against anybody. 250 is like the best number you're going to get. Ooh, okay, hits. Oh, he has been awful giving up hits. Ew, terrible. Ew. And it's the White Sox. I can't. I won't. I shouldn't. No. I can't do it. All we got is Benintendi walks, and I'm not about to do a 250. I can't. Yeah, it's hit 5 in a row, but I mean, no. Well, hold up. Let's look at Evaldi walks again. Yeah, he doesn't walk many people, period. Whole season, he's only gave up that many walks in that many games. That's crazy. All right, let's be honest. This game is trash. The whole thing's a pass. We're moving on to the next game. Next up, San Fran, Milwaukee. Milwaukee's a slight favorite. 8.5 is your total. It's in Milwaukee, so we don't have to worry about weather. Neither team's on a streak. 56% Nerfy based on what they've done this year. 3.7 with a $1.84 for San Fran. That's 20th and 27th. Ugh, not that good. Milwaukee, 4 and 191. 16th and 25th. Not that good. So both teams are struggling to even hit the ball, but they do get a little bit better runs, but they're still both in the bottom half of the major. So this is not, shouldn't be a good offensive game. Just saying. Strikeouts are also in the bottom half. So pitching, we got Birdsong going out there. We could see what he has done. He's a starter who only goes about 4 innings. I mean, yeah, it was 5 or 6, but they dropped him to 4. So yeah, his last 2 starts have been pretty good, so can't complain. Savali, whatever you want to call him, I'm going to call him Savale. And you can see what he has done since he came over from, wow, he's played 8 games since he got acquired from Tampa. Where does time go? I swear. All right, so you can see he's done pretty well. Okay, let's come up here, look at props. Aaron, here's what he has done. Estrada has a home run and 4 bats, but that's about it. San Fran's just not good. They're better against lefties. That's just all it is. Everyone's better against lefties except for Estrada. So, yeah. Hits. He gives us some hits, though. But all that red is a little alarming. I'm just going to be honest. A little bit concerning. So, 5.5 strikeouts. Last 10. No. None of it. Nothing. No history for Birdsong. Righties, Milwaukee's much better. They at least got some green on the board, and these numbers are like mid 2s to high 2s. That's better. So I'm already leaning Milwaukee. A little bit. Strikeouts, I mean, he sits right at 5, doesn't he? What is strikeouts for? Milwaukee is 8. San Fran's 24th. You don't even give me outs because we don't know how long you're going to pitch. That's the thing. Like, okay, you could potentially get where you need to go, but I don't know. Let me go to bats. I'm not liking this matchup. I'm just going to be honest. I don't like it. McRae, no. Nothing. And yeah, no. I don't like it. I don't like this matchup. I lean Milwaukee on the main line, but other than that, I'm just going to pass on it. Next game. All right, next up, we got San Diego and St. Louis. It's pretty much a pick 'em. 7.5 is the total. Looking at the weather, St. Louis, pretty nice. Wind out 92. It's going to be a hot one. So pitchers might not go as long because it's going to be hot. So looking at the info, key thing to look at here is the bottom left corner. We'll get there. 52% Nerfy, 5.7, 269. That's 8th and 9th for San Diego in the last 3. That's top 10. St. Louis, 4.3, 306. That's also top 11. So both offenses are doing good. The key thing is, which I've already, if you follow on Twitter, you see I've already brought it up. If you're in the Discord, you saw I brought it up. It's San Diego against strikeouts. San Diego is the best team in the league when it comes to strikeouts. First in the last 3, first in the last 7, first in the last 15, 5th in the last, yesterday alone. And everyone and they mama is all over Sonny Gray today. because of his strikeout problem. And you can see what he's done. Yeah, Sonny Gray's a baller. He strikes out a bunch of people. Yeah, I get it. Sure. But San Diego doesn't strike out. So what happens? And he wasn't good against Minnesota. He got rocked, but he still got 7 Ks. You get rocked by San Diego, you ain't sniffing 5 Ks because you're going to get pulled. So, and his counterpart is Michael King. You can see what he has done. He also has a lot of strikeouts too. Interesting. And if you look at the list, St. Louis is second in strikeouts. So this is a fun one. Let's go to Sonny Gray first since we're talking about it so much. Sonny Gray. You can see San Diego likes to hit him. They like to hit him well. Machado is 467 with 2 home runs and 15 at-bats. We got 2 for 3s and 1 for 2. Only one's profar. He's 1 for 6. He's still got a home run, that 1 at-bat. So Machado likes him a lot. So that's something to note. San Diego loves them some righties. They love it. They love it so much. And yeah, so we're going against Gray, and everyone, they show in this chart like, oh, the whole season, he's only 23 or 24. How can you not bet this? Easily. If you follow, you know San Diego doesn't strike out much. So not saying this isn't going to hit. I'm saying the risk isn't worth it because one, you're paying $1.42 at the best line to pay for this. Secondly, yeah, he's going against, like, okay. If you hit it, great, congratulations. But if he doesn't, I mean, it's a risk. It's just a risk I'm not willing to take when I know who the opponent he's going against. So if you want to follow this, by all means, good luck. He might come out and strike out 10 Padres and throw a damn near perfect game. Hey, whatever. If you bet on it, I hope you win. I'm not. I'm passing on that all day. So hits, earned runs has gone up. Look at his earned runs. Terrible recently. Terrible. So I'm leaving it all alone. If anything, I think San Diego tees off on him a little bit. He doesn't get close enough to get 5 strikeouts against San Diego. That's 1 an inning. I don't think he gets that, but that's just me. Let's go over to King. King history. Boom, boom, boom. 4 at-bats, nothing. So, I mean, these are some good numbers too. We got some greens. The reds aren't too, I mean, that one's bad, but the rest aren't. What's the over in this one? 7.5, you know, everyone's going to be looking at this wonderful pitching matchup. Like, they're going to see this and go like, oh, look at the strikeouts. Like, yeah, great. Have fun. Remember, St. Louis is second in the last 3 games. So, I mean, if you want, by all means, have fun. I will root for you. I'm not putting my money on it. So, because he's not been as bad. He's been better. Hell, I think King has a better shot to do it than the other one does. So, oh, yeah. Let's go to bats. Let's see what bats got for us. We got Victor Scott. No. And Jackson Merrill and Cronenworth. Let's look at what they do. Cronenworth is 261 against Sonny Gray. Never faced him. Who was the other Padre? I said Merrill. That's who it was. Merrill. There you are. 316 on the season. Never faced him. And then flip it over. And Victor Scott never faced. And Victor Scott is a $167 on the season. So yeah, we're not taking the bats. If I was taking a bat today in this game, I would be taking Machado. That's the one I would be taking right now because of that 467. What is Machado? Are you close? You are close. And guess what? I'm taking you. I talked myself into it. Machado over 1.5 HR. That's what we're doing. Machado. Yep. That's what we're doing. I'm not going to take anything else in this one. Machado, next game. Before we jump to this game, I also forgot I am taking the over 7.5 in the last game with San Diego, St. Louis. It's 7.5. I'm going to take it. Why not? So moving on. Miami, Colorado. Slight favorite Colorado. 11.5 is your total. Looking at the weather, we see it's going to be nice. Wind blowing in at 9, 80 degrees. Not super hot. So, let's look here. Neither team's on a streak. 51% Nerfy. 4.3, 282 for Miami. That's 11th and 7th in the last 3. Colorado, 6.3, 286. That's 5th and 6th. So both offenses are doing great. It's just 11.5 is a high number. So we'll see. Let's look a little closer. Belozzo's going out there. Still ain't got the man a pitcher. The pitcher ain't got a pitcher. What we gonna do? But dude gives. Last game was terrible against the Cubs, and you can see how he's done before that. A couple good games against Philly and Cincy. I mean, yeah, up and down. Can't really tell. Blaylock's going out there for Rado, and yeah, in 3 games here, you can see what he's done. Gave about 6 total runs. 2 pitchers that are doing pretty good. I'm not taking 11.5. Can't do it. Let's go props. Let's see. That's not red. Let's see. Blaylock, nothing. Miami against righties. We got a lot of green on the board. Not bad, not bad at all. Okay. Yeah, take that off. All right, cool. Any props look good? I mean, you've pitched 3 games. I don't know what props we could really take, but we'll look. We will always look. I mean, your outs are even. You're trending down. There was only about 1. It's still trending, so. Okay, let's go to Belozo. His story. What you got for us, buddy? Nothing. Colorado versus righties. A lot of red. A lot of 200, mid 200s, a couple 285s, and that's about it. I mean, Tovar's like the MVP right now of the last 2 days because Deuce has been a beast. So outside of that, yeah, I don't think we're going to like any of these props. Pitcher props in Coors Field doesn't seem like a good idea. It just never does, unless you're taking overs. It just never feels like it. So, but batter props in Coors Field, really? Oh, this is disgusting. I mean, look at all the red. There's red up in here. Like green, red, yellow, like a stoplight. Ooh. Okay. This is going to be simple. I mean, yeah, I see them getting runs. I don't see them getting 11.5 runs. I don't see a winner on either side. I don't like the pitcher props, and you just saw how disgusting those bat props look. This is a pass. We move on to the next game. All right, next up, we got the Mets and the Diamondbacks. It's a slight lean to Arizona, but it's a pick 'em, really. 8.5 vision total. It's in Arizona, so there's no weather to worry about. Neither team is on a streak. 45% nerfy. 5 and 243 for New York. That's 9th and 17th in the last 3 games. Arizona 6 and 263. That's 6th and 12th in the last 3 games. So both slight lean to Arizona in the offense. Strikeouts are about the same. Pitchers, we got David Peterson going out there, and you can see what he has done in his starts. Dude's been, I mean, let's be honest, dude's been pretty good. Can't complain. These are good numbers. These are amazing numbers. This has got to be top 5 in the majors type numbers over 5 games. So this dude might win pitcher of the month. Just saying, he might. He probably should. So Ryan is going out there. Ryan, Nelson, whatever you want to call him. I mean, these are good too, but he gave up a 4 and it's only been 4 games. So sorry, you don't win the award. So let's look at some props, see what we got. Boo-doop, boo-doop. We're starting with Peterson. Okay, works for me. Let's see. We got 364 with a home run for Bell. We got 429 for him. And then we got a bunch of not many at-bats. We do have a home run for him, so only one that really stands out is probably Bell. Bell's the one that mainly stands out there. Lefties, what we got? We got 336. That's pretty high. 455 for him, but he doesn't play much. Yeah, okay. All right, outs, strikeouts, very up and down, up and down. I don't like taking under earned runs. I just don't like it. Okay. Let's pop over to Mr. Nelson. What you got? Polar Bear got 2 home runs and 5 at-bats with a 600. Lindor's got 750. Tell me it's only 4 at-bats, but he's got 2 RBIs. Winkler has 2 home runs and 5 at-bats. Oh, the Mets might tee off on this man. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to put the Mets in my money line parlay. Just saying, I'm going to. I don't care if it's basically pick them. So, I mean, look at the numbers. Look at them, crazy. And then, okay, any of those dudes on the bats? Let's see. Oh, there's that guy. There's Lindor. There's Corbin. Corbin's been pretty good too. Corbin hit a home run yesterday. Pretty nice. That was Corbin against Corbin Carroll. You're 225 against lefties. You're only a $1.93. Oh, okay. Never mind. I will be taking. We're gonna take Lindor over 1.5 HR. We're putting the Mets in the money line parlay and 8.5. Nah, son. We're doing this. We're popping over here. We're going team props. We're going. That's right. No, not home runs. That's a thing. You can bet how many home runs they hit. Oh, that might be a new avenue. Like, just say, hey, do the Mets hit a home run this game? Parlay these together. Hold up. No. We'll explore that later. But team runs, 3.5 is minus 140. You know, sometimes you got to see the ball go in the hoop, so we'll take it. So we'll take New York Mets over 3.5 team total. We'll take that for that 140. And we will call right there. Next game. All right, next up we got Oakland and Cincinnati. Cincinnati is a slight favorite in this one. 10.5 is your total. Looking at the weather, we are in Cincy. It's going to be pretty nice. Maybe some rain. Hot, 94 degrees. How is it hotter everywhere else? I'm in Florida and it's not that hot here. I don't know. What's the high today? 92. I don't know, crazy. All right, let's look a little closer. We got Oakland's on a 3 winner. Cincy's on a 3 loser. 58% nerfy, 6 and 263. That's 6 and 12th for Oakland in the last 3. Cincy 4.3, 255. That's 11th and 14th. I mean, you got to give the slight advantage to Oakland in the offense. For pitching, though, Oakland's sending out creative players. Somebody named JT Jingin, however you say it, I don't know. He's a starter who has started a whopping 2 and 1.2. I mean, we're going to call this a bullpen game. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Aguilar's going out there for Cincy, and I mean, at least he actually starts 4 and 6 and looks pretty good. Based on that alone, and since I want to have some fun, I mean, I was going to, hold on, let me dig deeper. Let me dig a little deeper first. I have Aguilar props. What can I? I can look in history. Okay, cool. No history. Cincy versus righties is, oh, Hines, I need you to just start playing more. Okay, mid to high 2s. Not bad. Not bad. Hits, strikeouts, earned runs. This is all Aguilar. We'll look at his stuff in a minute, but nothing is really, yeah, there's only 2 props. And then for Aguilar, his history, nothing. Yeah, and then Oakland, a lot of 2s as well. Alvarez, yeah, nothing's really standing out. Okay, nothing there. On the bats, what we got? We got Daz Cameron and Spencer Steer. Okay, we can look at their for the season how they done. So Cameron is $1.69 against righties this year. Beautiful. And how is Steer doing? Steer down here at 241. I don't like any of those either. I mean, come on. I think Aguilar, since he's actually going to pitch, it looks like he's going to pitch at least 5 innings. I am inclined to take Cincy money line. Just inclined, because I think this is a bullpen game for Oakland, and we know how amazing the Oakland Athletics bullpen is. We just know, outside of Mason Miller, obviously. So, yeah, we'll take Cincy on the money line next game. All right, Atlanta, Philly. Philly is a moderate favorite at home. 8.5 is your total. Looking at the weather in Philadelphia, only 75. Pretty good. Can't complain. Not hot. Nice. Atlanta's 1-3. Philly's lost 1. 50% nerfy. 7.7, 278 for Atlanta in the last 3. That's 2nd and 8th. Offense is clicking. Even a little downtrend, but they're still doing good. Philly, 2.7, 235. That's 27th and 19th, including nothing and 103 in their last game. So Atlanta gets the advantage. They have to. So let's look at the pitchers. Morton's going out there for the Braves. And I mean, last 3 games, he's been pretty good. Milwaukee got to him, but outside of that, okay. And then Christopher Sanchez is going out there for Philly. And I mean, he was rough against Arizona, and his last game was against Atlanta of all. Did Morton face Philly? No, he didn't. It was just him against Atlanta. 9 hits, 3 earned, and that was literally 7 days ago. So that usually when the pitcher batter matches up again in such short time, you give the slight advantage to the batters because they've seen the pitcher, they've seen the motion, they've seen the release point, they see all that stuff. So yeah, that's not good for Philly. So let's go to the props. Who we got? Sanchez, Morton. Let's see what we got going on in the prop world. I'm already leading Atlanta. Show me something why I shouldn't take Atlanta. Well, that's something. I mean, Bohm is 444 and 27 at bats. Wow. Schwarber has 2 home runs and 17 at bats. 389 for Harper. I mean, they like him. Okay. For this against righties for the season, though, it's not the greatest. So okay, that's a little concerning. Props, hits, strikeouts. What's Philly strikeouts? 26, 27 yesterday. That might be a move. He struck out 9 the last 2 times he faced him to. Okay. I'm liking it. Let's take that. Let's do it. Morton over 5.5 Ks. I didn't think I was going to take a strikeout prop today with him. All right, cool. Earned runs, I'm not going to do that. Walks, outs, no. Let's pop over to Sanchez and see what we got. History, not many at-bats across the board. We got a home run for Duval, but nothing else. Lefties, we got some 3s. I mean, somewhat. Oof, okay. I was going to take Atlanta money line. I was, but I'm getting scared now. I'm getting a little worried. Okay, you got that. Nothing stands out. Strikeouts. The Braves aren't striking out much. I know, I just saw that, so I don't want to take that. Earn runs. Bats? Anything in the bats? We got some stuff. Okay, we got Remuto, Marsh, and Olsen. Let's look what they've done. Okay, we want... Marsh is 243, and against Morton, he's 2 for 10. Okay, not taking him. Remuto is 269 with 26 at bats and only a 566 OPS. Remuto history against righties this year is 264. I'm not liking that. And we want Olsen is 254 against lefties and is 222 against Sanchez. So I'm not taking that either. Ugh, okay. All right, I was going to take Atlanta, but I'm going to take them off. I'm going to take that off that money line. I am going to take Morton over 5.5 strikeouts. We'll take that play. I think we'll leave everything else alone and just go to the next game. All right, next up, Toronto and Boston. Boston's actually a moderate favorite, 8.5 is your total. Let's look at the weather because we are in Boston. It is going to be 66 degrees. Oh, nice. I like cool weather. Yeah, not really issues with the weather. Boston's 1-2, Toronto's lost 2, 52% Nerfy based on what they've done. 3.3 and 220 for Toronto. That's 23rd and 24th. That ain't good. Bottom 6 ain't where you want to be. Boston 4 and 255. That's 16th and 14th. So you got to give Boston the advantage a little bit. Looking at pitchers, we got Bowden Francis today. And you can see he struck out 12. He went off against the Angels last time. How are... Boston's only striking out 15th. This time they're doing better. Usually they're terrible, but I mean, let's look at Bowden Francis. Let's see. Yeah, dude's been just crushing it in his last few games. Dude is amazing. Wow. Okay, so either he's going to keep it up or he's going to blow up and get 7 runs. So that's how it works. Cutter, what you got for us? What you been up to? I mean, he's consistently giving us runs, but he's slowly getting better. 5, 6, 4, 3, 2. He's getting better as you go. No, I can't complain. Let's look at the props. Let's start with Bowden first. Nothing. A whole bunch of nothing. 1 at bats, don't count. Boston versus righties. They're good both sides of the plate. And so we got some good numbers here. Durant's 313 against righties. Rashida's 329. Devers 314. Okay. Hits. Strikeouts. These strikeouts keep 5.5. I mean, come on. I wasn't going to take it, but bruh. I mean, Boston's one of those teams that tends to strike out a ton usually. Oh, I almost got to take it. I think I got to do it. I think I got to do it. Oh, because that's just too juicy. Cubs, Angels, Baltimore, Houston, New York, Oakland. He's been I got to do it. I don't know. Francis over 5.5 Ks. I might regret that one, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I don't care. Let's look at Crawford now. History. Ooh, Vladdy's got a 444 average and 9 at bats with only 2 RBIs, though. No home runs. Springer's got a 400 with a home run, though. So those are your 2 that stand out. Toronto's really good against righties. They hate lefties. Okay. Okay, you're turning into the East Coast San Diego, apparently. You just love you some righties. Interesting. Okay. Let's look at the props real quick before we go to bats. I'm not gonna like any of Cutter's props. I'm gonna tell you right now. I never like Cutter's props. Ever. Because it just keeps going down. Just never go to bats. Vladdy, there he is again. Vladdy, Varsho. Okay. Well, Vladdy. I mean, I gotta take over 1.5 HR. I got to do it. So if I could tie 1.5. Yeah, we're taking Vladdy because if you go to Crawford, you go to matchup, you hit on him, and also you see 9 at bats, 444. That worries me, but hey, 2 singles works. I'll take it. So we'll take those. On top of that, well, actually, I'm taking both Toronto props. Cutter gives up runs. Let's do it. Let's have fun. Toronto ends the streak right here. I'm taking Toronto in the money line parlay next game. All right, next up we got Kansas City and Houston. Houston's a moderate favorite. 8 to total. Looking at the weather in Houston, it's in a dome, so no worries there. So neither's on a streak. 50% Nerfy. 6.7, 315 for KC. That's 4th and 3rd in the last 3. They've been crushing it. Even though they lost yesterday to Cleveland, but still they crushed the whole series. Houston. 4 runs, 291. That's 16th and 5th. They're both getting average, but Casey's doing better getting runs. So, I mean, it's not much of an advantage, let's be honest. Pitching, it's a good matchup. We got Singer going out there for KC. I mean, his last game was terrible against Philly. But I mean, really, yeah, he's either awesome or terrible. He is Brady the elevator singer. I think I made that same joke last time. So Hunter, oh, come back, Hunter Brown. Where you going? There you go, Hunter Brown, right there. You can see what he has done. He's been much more consistently a better pitcher. So you gotta lean Houston on the pitching, just cause. Unless you just want to gamble and take Singer, but I'm not that type of gambler. Let's look a little deeper into their. Don't go away from me. Come back. Singer. There we go. Singer first. Boop. Let's go Singer. Open up. There we go. History. A lot of red. Not much. Diaz is a home run, 2 at bats. Altuve is only 250. Alvarez is only 160. Ugh, terrible numbers. Okay, cool. Strikeouts. How is strikeouts doing? Yo, Houston's second. They're tied with St. Louis at second. Yeah. No shot. Yeah, I see he's doing this, but I can't. I can't do it. No. They see he's either 0 or he gives up a ton. He's like he's either on the game or not. I don't like that. That's not the type of bets I want to be doing. Hunter Brown is, I mean, yeah, he's probably going to hit this pitching out thing. That's what he seems to do. But, I mean, Casey's offense is really good, though. So and then you can see how they've done against him. I mean, it's not much, but, I mean, that's a lot of green. Bobby Witt's got a home run in 3 at bats, 2 for 3 with a home run. Against righties, you can see what they do. Some are really good. Then Bobby Witt's amazing because he's Bobby Witt. So, yeah, outs, strikeout, hits. Strikeouts, no. Earned runs, walks, yeah, none of that. Let's go to bats. We got a lot of green happening, especially when they head-to-head, a lot of green. DeJong, Diaz, Massey, Altuve, Bobby Witt's right there. I'm personally, this is a good matchup. Let's be honest. You got two. It's decently matched. It's the first game of the series. I kind of want to see what it leans to. I'm gonna pass on it and move on to that last game. All right, last game, Baltimore and the Doyas. LA is pretty moderate favorite. 9 is your total. Let's look at the weather one more time. We can see, yeah, pretty good. 72, blowing out 8. Perfect game weather. So neither team's on a streak. 44% nervy. 3.3, $1.65 for Baltimore. Ooh, their average is about as good as my betting average here recently. It's not good this week. So 23 and 29th is not great. To a 3.7, a $1.87. That's 20th and 26. Both teams struggling to even hit the ball right now. But I'm not taking a nerfy. No shot. You can. I am not. Nerfies are in timeouts until they can act right. That's just what they are. They're in timeouts. So I'm taking a little break. So let's go to pitchers. We got Povich going out there for Balti, and he's had his last game was rough against Houston, 8-5, but he's going to give up some runs. That's probably what he's good at. Bobby Miller is going out there, and he is also going to give up some runs. What's the total? It is 9. I like that. Probably going to take that. So let's see. Bobby Miller and Povich. We'll start with Povich first since he's the second one. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. 2 for 3. That's it for him. Dodgers versus lefties. A lot of red. Shohei's only 269. Hey, he is human, I swear. But then you got Mookie's at 324, so he made up for it. Freeman's at 240. Okay. Outs. I mean, come on. There's no consistency here. What are we doing? What hits? The offenses are terrible right now. I don't want to take those. Oh, and then Mr. Miller, what you got for us? 1-0. Okay, cool. It's a lot of green for the righties for Baltimore. Might have to lean Baltimore. Both offenses are just terrible, though. Let's be honest. This game is, on paper, just looking at the names on the chest, it looks like a great game. But let's be honest, these two teams are terrible right now offensively. This game might be 3-2 final, but then again, it might be 7-6 final. Who knows? I lean the over, but let's look at the bats. Bats. Shohei, 2.5 HRR. We saw what Shohei has done. He's only 260 something for the season. He showed out last night. I don't think he does it again tonight. Does he? I don't know. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to find out. I'm going to pass on this one. We have enough plays. We'll call it a day. That's it. Okay, that's it. That's all 11 games broken down. To pass on some, it's the start of, most of these are the last game of the series. There's a couple that are new, so it's a weird day. It's Thursday. What you gonna do? So, Moneyline Parlay is Detroit, Mets, Reds, Blue Jays, put those four together. That's all I'm going to do. So do what you want. Don't just tell what I tell. Just do your own research. Be smart, because you see, if you've been following me this week, you ain't doing too hot. So but drop your plays in the comments too, because I like tailing these, because some of your plays have been saving my bankroll a little bit this week. I gotta say, it's been very helpful, and I appreciate that. So on top of that, check out Outlier. It's on the screen. You can see there's a link in the description, a link in the top pinned comment. You can get you a free week. It's absolutely amazing. You can see everything on here. And yes, there is football, NFL and college. And you see, this is today. There will be a football video out later after this uploads. I have to go run an appointment, come back, and then make that video, and that will be going out later for probably just today and maybe tomorrow's games, and then tomorrow will be NFL football for the Saturday game. So yeah, so that's it. I appreciate you all being here. I appreciate you subscribing, liking the video, dropping comments. I love that, you being here, trying to grow this thing. So on top of that, I hope we all finish green today, and we need it after yesterday. So on top of that, see you tomorrow.